little we know each other, and we start to enter into a network, no? Network and sharing our experiences. So the first thing, we are representing a community, no? So it is not a kind of individual participation, no? That I learn, no? No, we are representing the community, no? Especially we are talking about indigenous peoples. So what we are doing here, we are representing those indigenous people, no? Being children, young people, elders of one community. That's why you are here, no? And that was the criteria for selection, no? That we are representing an indigenous group. So every activity we are going to do, it will be also in relation to those real people that you are working with, no? And there are some of you who are indigenous peoples, those who are working with indigenous people. So this is very important for our ToT. That's why it is called training of trainings. So what we are going to do, we are going to do again in our communities or our organizations or in the experiences so we have, no? And then that's why we have this created the modules. So to prepare when we go to Chiang Mai, we are going to bring our experiences and we are going to enter into a dialogue, no, among ourselves with the guidance also of Father Niphot and his experiences, no? Father Niphot has a big experience in community, more than 50 years. Now, 50 years working with indigenous communities and people. That's why we are going to Chiang Mai, no? And we are going to Chiang Mai to learn and also to share our own knowledge and wisdom. So we do a dialogue, no? And then we hope that we can do these programs in our regions, in our countries, in our provinces, etc. No? Little by little, we create this networking, no? And then when we do the selection, also we try to see, because we have a limited budget, so that's why there was a selection. Also, those who applied for some support, they were approved. Then others, unfortunately, they were not approved. But those who were not approved to be supported in the budget, and then some of them are paying for themselves, no, supported by their own organization, etc. No, and then those who will not cannot come can join anyway the modules, can participate, and then in the next experience we can see how we integrate. We are being supported now by Porticus, so we are very grateful to our donors. But then we can see how more we can continue in our experiences, no? So welcome everybody, even those who will not come physically to Chiang Mai, so are very welcome, no? And then all this information is available for you, for your community. So we are sharing. This is not for personal gain or somebody, no? Just I learn for myself and finish, and I am very smart. And then we need to share it with the others, no? And this is indigenous wisdom, no? Our ancestral wisdom, no? And then after the module, after Father Niphot will finish his exposition today, I will send kind of homework, no? Some activities that you are going to do. There is a feedback. You just cut it. Okay, okay, mute. Thank you very much. There is Teacher T in the other computer. You can see him is near to me. Teacher T in cap. And then I will send you a kind of homework to do what we call the community profile. Now we already did the personal profile of everybody. Who are you? Your name, your photo. And now we are going to work in the community profile. So what is your community? Now, what is the place you are working, the people who you are working with? No? There are some people who are not participating because they're limited in language, or because another other situation, or because they are very young or very old, etc. No? And then we are going to present them, no? So the other will know the other community. So I will send a kind of form. We try to work in the Drive Google Drive. So it is also very important that we learn how to use these technologies so we can apply all this information, we can share with others. So that's why thank you for teacher Luis. He's our expert, in the social communication in CAP also. So we are sharing this knowledge so we can work. We can networking, using the internet. How we can use using a phone, all these kind of things, even artificial intelligence. We have to put in order for being sure that our knowledge are known. No? Also, we have finished the translation of the books of Father Niphot from Thai language to English language, especially thanks to Father Manet. No? Uh, Father Manet is also a co-worker with Father Niphot in Chiang Mai. So thank you, Father Manet, for your effort, to translate into English. The books are still in the draft because after we want to refine that English. No, thanks to Portugal, we are going to work in those books. Those books are the collection of the experiences of Father Niphot for 5 decades, 50 years, of wisdom. So it is very precious. So I will choose some material from the books and then so to share. So the communities have to do some work with those things. And Father Niphot will he himself he will tell us, more or less. So now I will ask Teacher Luis to be ready so we can start to record, and we give the microphone to Father Niphot. Father Niphot, it is now your time. So you do your introduction. You will have, let's suppose, about 30 minutes, but you want to take more time, you let us know, and we listen to you. And then after I will send information for do an activity, but after I send by the WhatsApp groups. Also, don't forget to create the WhatsApp groups by regions, by groups. Now, for example, now we have the ToT Cambodia, ToT Bangladesh, ToT Northeast Asia, Northeast India, sorry. And then little by little, these groups we can do for working, for team working, for teamwork. Okay, Father Niphot, Sawadika,
Yes.
and welcome. So, teacher, we will start to record in a moment. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Father Abera, thank you for your inviting. Everyone, nice to meet you. And I try to share things that really important for people here up the mountains in Chiang Mai. No? So I would like to share. I have time about 30 minutes. I will synthesis of what we have been appreciated after a long period of struggle. So I would like to start with the result. How when COVID 21, about 2022 that start in Thailand. So it means about 3 years ago. One day, about 7 o'clock evening, there was a lady from South Korea phoned me, the UN, WHO, World Health Organization from Korea, and phoned me. Father, she asked me, what happened to the people of indigenous in Chiang Mai? How they are confronting with COVID after they came, spread from China into Thailand. Thailand is the first country, and how the people of the indigenous, especially the current, has been facing very effectively, and it's really cannot destroy the life of the people. How? What happened? He said that is the first thing that I would like to say. Then, not only confronting with this COVID, but after that they have campaign, because of the result of that COVID affected so many area in Thailand. So they are collect tons of rice from what we have been doing to help the other people that they cannot work in the city and in the village where they are working. So that ladies asking me like this, and she told me how it happened, why the people, indigenous people have been ready to confront with this crisis when the trial of this COVID come in. So it's really surprise for me why the lady from UN, WHO. So I asked her, hey, how do you know me from Korea and we are here in Chiang Mai? She told me, Father, don't tell how I know you because you are in the report already of the King's project of sustainable development in Thailand, report to the UN about how we are working, how raising consciousness of the people through religious capital. Any religious or Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Muslim, and also animist. So that is what reported in the book of the King's Sustainable Development, Sufficient Economy. So that's, so I said, wow, that is so long, how we have been doing with indigenous. So when the current that we have been know that what they have been doing is accepted by especially the sufficient economy of the King's Project Lama the Nine, and also the UN have known about it. I said, wow. So our leaders and our OI have been so proud of the wisdom as Father Abero said. The wisdom of the ethnic is really a miracle. It's not me or our team, but because we are struggle and development with a lot. So I would like to say this. It is not me, but it's already the wisdom that is already in the history, but we don't know. But the people don't know how we are going, how the church is also inculcated and struggle in the history of the life of the people. And I think that is what I would like to see. And now the Thai people, before about 50 years, they see the ethnic a very advanced inferiority, and it is really affected their life. And the young people also feel very inferior that they are backward. But now they really proud of their culture, their identity. They would like, after 40 years, they would like to tell to the others, hey, we have something to tell you. So I think that what now the ethnic and our leaders and OI. So to this, I will say it's not easy in order to reach this one. It takes for 50 years. How this process of how you call that, constructing the movement of the people through the problems. Okay, this is things that introduction, how that process is so important and the result coming in this one. First of all, in 1975, it was this problem of ecological crisis, the drought at that time. We don't know whether it is really this kind of ecological crisis. But we enter into the village. From Chiang Mai, it's about 100 kilometers. From there, the main road we have to walk about 1 day into the villages, where the village called Hun, now the current. Now they call not current, they call themselves Ra Gyo. I am human. I am human being. I'm not Paganyo. I'm not someone who are behind. I am human like you. So there, what we have faced is the exploitation from the Thai people from the central Thai go up because they are doing the crime. So they flee into the village and exploit the parent for 30 years because they have been using this kind uh, what you call loan and interest. So the people are really in the in difficulties because of lacking of food and rice. So they have to borrow money and also rice. So that is the situation for 30 years. Now, the leaders, at, I think Father Avelo know, no, that I said we have to buy the leg together. So he was asking us that, hey, how are we going to bring our faith into action? He told a group of the community, the core leaders, about 7 of the core leaders, he said that, hey, we have been praying 3 times in Sunday. In every Sunday we pray for 3 times because we are already become Catholic. No? Because the missionary have been doing mission for 20 years when we are going. So now he said that how can we bring our faith into this context of exploitation? So that is thing very important. Now, before that, when I was ordained priest in 1975, it is so important that Bishop Lagos, Bethalam father from France, he was kicked out from China, of communist revolution that come to work with the current. He told me, Niphot, when you go to the village, first of all, he said, you have to open big eyes to really to see the people, to have to open your ears, hear what the people are talking. You have to open your hearts so that the people will feel that you are really response, empathy with their life. And so your body, all your body, they will be with and live and stay with the people. And first of all, you have to shift your mouth. And then after that, when you listen to them, then after that dialogue with what they are and what is their problem. So with this mandate from my bishops, so we went up and really asked the people what is their problem, and then we have that kind of study together and synthesis. Now, okay, this is the thing. Then we are doing it. But they said, Father, this is so important. After we understand this, they said, okay, we have difficulties in economic. We don't have enough rice to eat. 80% of the community have not enough rice to eat for a year. 80%. But more than that, that is so, I'm really very surprised. They said economic problem is not that big yet, but the bigger problem is that our young people are considered what is our culture and our ethic is very backward. They don't want to follow them anymore. They go to the city and they study in the city and they do not come back to the village, and they consider us like the outsider, that we are underdeveloped. We are someone very, how you call that, ไม่พัฒนา not developed like the others. So the leaders tell me, Father, this is our greater problem. How are we going to do it? So I think that is a question of the leaders who are seeing the young people to continue from the history and do not see the wisdom and identity of the current. So how to do it? So this is a first problem. And I think how to help the leaders when we are working, how we are discussed, and then this problem of the young people who are going to continue the identity. So that is how to bring this, how you call it, this link, like this. I don't know the chain, how to bring the young to be chained. That is a question of the OI. So it's very important because, and since education in Thailand, I don't know the others, all the education are educated for the modern society. They see the culture is backward, have nothing to give to as important content of education. So that is really so. Fortunately, I have time. There is a priest from South Africa, Father Philip Fauchet. He was a professor in England, in France, spirit of Paulo Freire, the pedagogy of the oppressed, how to conscientize people in order to understand, in order to be self-awareness. So that is the process of Paulo Freire. If you want the book, I will contribute to you. Now I was invited to share, to participate in 1978 to 79, about a year. And our friend from Africa, Latin America, and also from, I told Father Abelo, from Colombia also, there are two teachers, one Ina and Ina, I remember that. So it's nearly 40 years. So now from that approach, how to really help the young, of the current in order to be self-awareness. So I come back. So we opened 1980 a center for OI training, and that is we call Merim Center. So the leaders that we have been doing work, and they are selected young men and women also into a center. So we are training for 3 years or sometimes 4 years. Now it's only 45 years now. That is a very important how we are going to tell to the young. So it's so difficult because in order these young people who come into our center and to help them to be aware that, hey, our culture has something. That is what we call tug of war. No? You have to help them because the modern way of civilization and our way of living, to help them to see like that is so important. And I made a conclusion that, we are like buffalo, buffalo, because all these people are working in the paddy field. It's like buffalo because we are put the sting in our nose like that, modern, and they throw like that, bring us into what they want to do. So how now to help the young people that we are like buffalo, that we are thinking what they are telling us, the mainstream development, materialistic, and especially at that time, TV, video, and all that is really attracted the young. So we are going to really, so this kind of conscientizing process to be self-aware, self-analysis to know who they are and why they are doing like that. And now this string, you cannot see it is enter into your insight. Now you don't know unconscious of what you have been educated by the mainstream of development. So I think this one have to be really bring out until the young will say, now they think that I am the buffalo. When we say in Thailand that buffalo is very stupid, you can command anything. So when you help the young people say, you are not buffalo, you have to take out this out. Really, but it's not easy because the current is very backward. No, nothing. So you have to really help them to be, you are not buffalo from outside and inside. And that process is so important. But how to help the young to understand that you are not buffalo? So I have to be with them always. 3 years we have to be with them, and slowly we are. Sometimes when we eat, we go to pray. We go to see even TV, and I ask them to see the TV and analyze TV and how do you call that? They are โฆษณาภาษาอังกฤษเราเรียกอะไร advertisers. So all the advertisers coming into the head of the young up the mountains. So it process. We have to be with the young people until they can take this one out from outside. And sometimes unconsciously they think that they have nothing. We have to learn from the outside. So that is a very big problem at the first time. So the way of self-analysis is so important. So I think we have to have that kind of a schema. Afterward I will have to give you that. Second, when they enter into that, we have to keep them. I have used this one because they are already Catholic. So to be Catholic, I use Jesus before Christianity. This book is very important. I think you have to have it because the young people would understand Jesus is grown up in Nazareth for 30 years. So you have to kill like that, no? They are not in the school. Jesus is not in the university and all that. Nazareth is the formation of Jesus. So I really bring him to say, if we believe in Jesus, Jesus is born in the village. And that village is Nazareth. And you have to understand what is Nazareth, how Joseph and Mary is living. They are not just only carpenter, but Nazareth, afterwards historical Jesus said, Nazareth is farmer village. That is a very important. So I said, when the young people, when they know that, hey, to be Christian like Jesus is Nazareth. So I think this is when slowly, because they never know that training of the OI is trying to learn how Jesus is living in Nazareth in the period of student or not student, the young, the children, the young, and learn from Mary, and learn from Joseph, and learn from the community. And also from that community, they have to learn from further macro or macro analysis. So that is another way. So I think this is a very important. When you know yourself, then you believe in Jesus. Then I bring back, then you have to know what is your village. If you know, you shall. Then Jesus Nazareth. When what is your village? Then you have to link between this the village and Jesus. And if you are going to be OI of this one, you have to know yourself in your village and Jesus of Nazareth. So I think this introduction but it's very difficult because you have to, in the beginning we have to eat together, we have to pray together, we have even the smoke, my before I smoke also. My smoke also they smoke the same time. The money in my pocket also, then they go to the market, they come to get money for my. So we have to be really to very close together. So that is, I think, is very good. Then after that, I asked the leaders, the leaders who sent these children to come, and then we say sharing together, and that is a process at the beginning in order to set up a process of furthermore a process of what you call self-analysis and conscientization with the villages and village leaders and process. Okay, I will say like this. Then now, since 1980 until now, our student, has been inside the village more than 300 people. And after this, after about 10 years, the, the congregation of the priests was asking me to help them to train the novitiate how to go back to the roots of their own village because the seminarians are from the ethnic. So seminarian more or less is going to be outside. So certain congregation asked me to help them to go back to the roots, and some sister congregation also doing. Then after that, after this process has been successful, even the seminary, major seminary, when they are having this pastoral year after philosophy 1 year, so we have been helping them to set up. So when the process is moving into the village, then there is leaders, you have OI, you have certain seminarians who are ordained a priest in the village and also sister. So the process of inculturated and conscientization and facing the problem is successful, but we have to change our way of theologize from the readers of the poor. And the struggle, especially the struggle in the exploitation of system that the current is really exploit so many times. They are not proud of their ethnic. Then also from that process, rice has become the tools of exploitation. Then rice has been also liberated into the values of sacred rice. So the process of rice merit network is become a very process of building OI in the village and struggle in the village. So this is to summarize how a trading of OI is really become very core of that process. Okay, I will stop here first. Yeah. If any problem, any question, you can ask Ms. Father.
Okay, thank you, Father Niphot. Very good. So I think there are some ideas that were very clear. And then one of the things is uh, the need to know who we are and from where we are. No? We see in this time of materialism and consumism that is very important for the people what we are doing. No? We have money or we have things, no? But our idea is to concentrate who we are, our roots, our identities, no? From where we are coming from. That's very important. That's why Father Niphot underlines this idea. What is your village, no? What is your origins, no? The other thing that Father Niphot is underlying is the situation of the young people, the indigenous young people, no? When they are attracted, no, by this society, these technologies, all these things, no, that start to make them forget their origins, their culture and identities. No, that's why this symbol of the of the buffalo, no, buffalo, no, that these things, no, like a ring of the nose, no, that bring the young people out, no, other places. So we have to get rid of the ring. But we have to remove it, no, to be free, no, and don't forget your roots, no, your ancestors, your culture, because that's very important. No? When you are in that freedom, so you can do many things. No? Then Father Niphot was working with the community, the indigenous community for all these times, especially doing this training. It was about 3 years of work, no, with the leaders of the community until they get to understand the process, no, and this kind of freedom, no, and this kind of also to be proud of our community, our people, no. Today we were talking also here in the Bosco with our students who are indigenous, you know, coming from Ratanakiri, and then we were talking. They say you be proud of being a tribe, be proud of being a Karen, you know, Karem, because that is the way that you can build your community, no, open the ways for a hope, no. And then I don't know if we have a little time, so if any one of you want to do a question or a comment, it is the time. And after we coordinate a little how we are going to work something in the community and do another more things, and we finish. No? So if there is any person who wants to do a comment or a question, this is the moment. You can click the icon of raise hand. No, you have down. You can see down in your screen. And you can ask the question. No, if somebody wants to do a comment or a question, no, we can employ about 5 minutes to that. No.
So I would like to add this one. In this process of self-analysis, we have called biopsychosocial ecological analysis of self. We have to do this on unlearn process because they are indoctrinated. We call unlearn process. Then this process of conscientizing self-awareness is a process of relearn. So it's unlearn, and this process of relearn. So this process is so important to help the consciousness from inside to take out, and it slowly creates a self. We call real self, not false self. The people think that the young people said, my false self is myself. So how we help psychologically help this process, how to help them to unlearn the false self into this process of analysis self, to be aware of the real self. That process of struggle is so important. Yeah. So and also when I say that if we help the young people know that, hey, if you would like to be the real self, and Jesus is really be motivated to help you to understand, to be appreciate your real self and Jesus. So that two roots is going to be very strong. The roots of their culture, of their being, and the roots of their faith. So the roots of their cultures is their natural self and also the faith. So that too will be really motivate them to change themselves. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, there is any question or comment? Let's go ahead.
Santari. Santari.
Yes,
So any
sister.
questions? Uh,
Yes, Father.
yeah.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Father Niphot, for sharing so much of the insight with regard to the going back to the root. Now, after listening to your sharing, what come to my mind is the present youth of today, which they have been so much involved with this modern technology, which I recently even come across a youth which a psychological aspect, so to say, like a mood, mood swing, cannot control because maybe the mind of the youth today has been led by this latest technology where that self-analysis
Yes.
Se le fue a ella.
off. Am I audible? The network
Yeah.
is off.
Okay. Yeah.
My network here is off. Let me on my hotspot. I don't know whether I'll be audible or not.
Mm. Yeah.
Thank you, sister.
So
Thank
what
you.
I yes, what I
Yeah,
understand
I can
in
hear you, Father.
of information
My question
technology
is
and how.
how to help our youth of today in the latest technology, which that self-analysis, self-awareness is no more in them. Instead of listening to their self-consciousness, they have no more time because they are 24 hours, so to say, with their mobiles, with their computer, with their internet. So this is the problem
Yes.
I see today as a threat for our youth, be it in the family or be it in the community. This is my question.
Okay. Thank you. I will compare. No, I will compare this with the situation of the Pope now.
Okay, Father.
OI with 50 years is one situation. Leo the 13th faced a problem of left and right, and he come out with Rerum Novarum. Now that is 200 years ago. But now this Pope Leo the 14th, it's 200 years of different, but the core, how to tackle with this modern and postmodern society. So, of course, the process, the main process is same, but very detailed. And because the world has changed so much, how we are help the young to face with this information technology. I tell because many people come this question. I said now I am using this OI confronting with AI. You know, now the word AI. So the two have to be struggle together. So that is now in Thailand. They have been talking about hey the people now enter into AI and how we are going to train the OI in confront with AI. That is I think is challenging into this process. You know, so but what we are doing now, our OI, a former how you call it, alumni, how alumni make with this how you call it situation. So this alumni.org have been set up the center of training with the student of the village, many areas. So if you come, you will see how our OI of that time and in his village organize the young because as you said, the young used to this one, how he set up the environment to learn from the young into the process and activity, and that is so important. And I think his experience of more than 10 years of how to help the young who are addicted with this information technology, how bring them out from that contact into learning process to understand life. Yeah, that is a very important. There are four areas that we can help. One is the family. OI really experienced in the family, three sons, two sons and one daughter. She had to struggle in that. How she had that experience is very important. Then the other one have in the village, all the village that about 20 or 30 young people to come for education. So that is another one. Then the other one is how, since he is how you call medical tradition, how he also enter into that for the young people into this process of a tradition medical. And the other one for he is also OI set up what you call, he set up the four bank, the bank of agriculture, a bank of ecology, a bank of medical, and the bank of doing good from the culture. So they have this four bank in confronting with this way of information technology and outside. So some experience already set up, and now our OI from a woman, a family set up the family already. So the family of the woman set up at the movement of the housewife to take into account how to train their children in confront with this technology, how to face that the what do you call that, the phone, iPhone, become the parents, how they struggle. So this, I think, is very important. How the women, or I women, have really helped as a movement of the women to help each other to face with this for their children and the children of the village. So I think your question is very important. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good, sister. But
Thank you, Father.
this
Thank you.
OI really have experience. Yeah.
Thank you, Father Niphot.
Okay.
And also, don't worry because we are recording the conference and after we share it. So you want to hear again Father Niphot, you can after hear him. Now, besides Sister Dori Elena, you are raising your hand, please.
Okay, I thought it was no notice, so it's okay. I almost forgot what I wanted to say. Okay, I'm very touched for what Father Niphot is saying, especially because we are working with the young. So these alarming questions and sharings of you touch us very much because our goal is really to form the young. And in this moment, I am already here in a place directly with the tribes. And in our center, we have maybe 15 years ago a girl from the tribe where we are now. And we took this girl, she arrived in our center being a child in elementary school. We even was not able even to speak the national language. She was speaking their own language and learn in our center everything. And our goal was taking this girl to form them, to accompany them, to return to their place and to help their people. So it is our goal, and she stayed with us. We searched a scholarship for her, and she finished already. She finished her high school, went to the university, and returned to the village. And so when it happened that I am here now in the same place with her, and I was wondering, she's a Catholic, the family all Catholic, and she finished all this one, and she okay came to the village, but to not to commit with their people, but with herself. So she prepared her own business. She has all her car, her how say, her family very well, very nice. But I cannot see anything that she is helping the people as we thought. So I am wondering, so how can we really motivate the people what, that we help them in order to come to, as you were saying, sometimes they don't want even to come, they don't want to realize also their background and all. This girl came, so I motivated her, and I faced there and I asked her, the Lord provide for you all this, how say, opening mind and success. But because of this that God provide for you, you lost Him. Now you are involved in your business. You have no time even for mass on Sunday. You are busy all the time. She didn't answer anything. I am busy with my child. Now I am busy with my work, and now I am busy with my business. And say yes. So in which way we fail and what we can do from now. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's also very important when, especially we are near to the city now, no? Our center near to the city. There are three Catholic school, no, college, and that is a problem of the parents and also the students and the teachers. Uh, Now, what happened here? One of our staff here, where he, Kubi, you know, Kubi, yeah, this Chantima, she aware of what sister said. She is how you call it, the staff of training of the school of Ursuline, Sister of Service. The young, what you say that the parents get the problems a lot. What she organized the core of the student to come into our center and really help them to immerse into how you call it, cultivation of rice. Uh, and that is very important. I give just example. The young, they are very high, middle class, are very clean, not dirty. The school there is no mud at that all. So when the teacher brought more than 10 young to come here in order to grow rice in our field. They don't want to go because it's very dirty. Mud is in Thailand with it's shit, not key. It's very dirty. They don't want to enter into the field. Very difficult. So after that, the teacher is going. So going to the field, and after that, when they enter into the field, you know what they put the mud and put like that together and become they pray. They are not working. They pray in the mud, and then some of them put and do something. So they are they are loving and all that. So after that, when they come out for about 1 hour, come out for lunch after washing and that. Before eating lunch, I stopped. I said, hey, what is in the plate? What is it in the plate? It's rice. Where is rice? Is rice coming from the paddy field? Hey, paddy field, and rice is coming from the earth. But you call the earth is a key. Key is a cheat, no key. It's very dirty. You don't want. But this one is giving rice to rice. And I asked the student, the grandmother, how the grandfather mother called right a paddy. We call Mother Earth. The word Mother Earth, no key is shit, no dirty, but the rice is coming from Mother Earth, from ancestor tell, if we don't have mother, we don't have this. Now, I ask them to really compare between the cheats and Mother Earth and what we are going to eat. Is it coming to give us life or not? And then they said, rice die 3 times and give us life. So now don't eat it. I said, don't eat. I said, no, we are hungry. So I said, that's it. Where it is coming from. It's changed the perspective from cheat into Mother Earth. But you have to really help the children to experience, to change the perspective of science. See, Earth is material. Unlearn from that science of Earth material into the wisdom of our farmers, our ancestors say, no, it's not material, it's not Earth, it is Mother Earth that gives us life, and that then we are to experience of the children. From that, only half a day, they rise their experience. Now they said, I have to change myself. And then Chantima really collect the writing of students, marvelous learning. But you have to make them incarnated into the earth and change from science of modern, of materialism, into really experience of Mother Earth. So the word Mother Earth is recall another perspective, the worldview of our ancestors. So it's this process of learning. It helped them. And I asked, are you going to give birth? Because all these are a girl. You are mother, or you are just a woman? Are you? I asked them, are you just a woman, or are you going to give birth to something? Are you going to be Mother Earth or mother, or just a woman? So this reflection really, what we call internalize the value system. We call unlearn process, inculturation, exposure, immersion, and relearn of the wisdom of our ancestors, of Mother Earth, and give life. Okay, that is our experience, and we are continue doing it. Okay, sister, but perhaps
Okay,
it's
Father
more.
Niphot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we are going to go to the end. So we try that the online modules are no longer than 1 hour. So because we have
Okay.
many busy agendas, in that way nobody will get after very lazy to come to the next module. So we try always to respect the time in 1 hour. Also, we want to greet Bishop Simon. So he just arrived to Cambodia today and is in Don Bosco Camp. So welcome, Bishop Simon, also to our group.
Thank you very much, Father Veros. I'm actually here in Cape, but I don't know where
Thank you,
in the
sister.
office. Good
Yeah.
to see you, Father Niphot, and good to hear all the
Thank you
feedback of the
all.
young people. I work with the young people in Malaysia. We have a lot of challenge from the digital media. So we have to work at 2 levels also. One is to engage them and also to make them to be the creator of the content so that they can use their skill to bring young people. The other step is, I think, we also have to take them out from the media and then bring them into the village, as you say, so that they touch the earth, they connect with the community again in the village. So we are doing that in our place also. Magdalene is with me. Magdalene from Kuching. So she's going to join you. So we have a lot of youth program. We gather 2,000 of them and bring them to a village for youth seminar and events to let them reconnect to the roots again. Yeah, so thank you very much for listening and thank you for the inspiration.
Thank you,
Okay, thank
sister,
you.
brother, and
Bye,
Father.
Father
Hello,
Niphot.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I think this afternoon, I'm talking in Cambodian time, I will send you some hours based in the inspiration of what Father Niphot exposed today. We are going to talk about it. The homework is not something complicated, it's something that we are going to do in our communities with our people. So don't worry for complicate things, no? And then after, in connection with Father Niphot, we will program the next module, maybe next week, no? And then after Father Niphot will confirm me the time, no, etc., no? As well other activities. So
I,
those who are in need of invitation letters, everything, you just you ask, and then any other problem you have, please let us know, and we are working, for making it real. No, so don't worry. We create these the regional WhatsApp groups, no, and that will help us also to do a coordination, especially for activities and everything. No. So we just finished 1 minute to 3 o'clock Cambodian, Thailand, Lao time, and then we meet next time. And any feedback, you just use the WhatsApp group. Thank you for the report. Thank you, Bishop Simon. Thank you, Herman. And a lot
Thank
blessings
you.
here today in the May, the month of May. Help for Christians. Amen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.